The first night race in the Keystone Light Supertruck Series starts tonight here at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the NRA night race. And as you can see, we have 17 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in practice. We'll go over just a little bit over the time that we have right now, but we will be switching into qualifying just around 8 o'clock. But as you can see, we got all the cars out on the track right now. All trucks, I should say. And we're looking here down towards the exit of Pit Road, or at least one of the parts of Pit Road there. You see the number 8 of Rob Evans and some other truck that I couldn't tell who that was. And once again, we have Johnny Gardner up in the booth today. Good answer.
Quiet. Quiet's always a good answer. Not really. No.
But yes, he's back up here. He was not able to join us yesterday, but we did have Sean Fay up in the booth for the dirt race, and it was just me up in the booth for the main NASCAR Series race. Both of those races pretty good, but we have Johnny Gardner back up here. Again, this is his birthday weekend, and so we invited him up here to the booth for the weekend. And so another interesting thing is you see up here in the top left, you see 00. You usually see Travis Rowland there, but that's actually Sean Fay. Travis was not able to come tonight, so he offered to sub in for him, and he accepted. So now
here I come to save the day.
So Sean Fay in the 00, and then we have here's the number 4. I think that's. I don't want to say anything because I don't exactly know. There's David Alvarez. Zach
Casino or something like that.
I don't know. Actually, let's look at the entries. That will tell us something better. All right, so we have one Esteban Casino.
I think so. I don't want to quote anything.
I'm gonna say Casito, and if that's wrong, I'm sorry. But Juan Casito in the number 4, Rob Evans in the number 8, Sean Fay in the 00. Kurt Scott in the 15, RJ Cherry in the 23, Zach Stecker in the 56, David Alvarez in the 68, and that will round out your field. Johnny Gardner and Jimmy Powell being us in the booth right now. So we have, what is that, about 7 drivers out here. And as we look here in practice, 7 have made times. So as we look at Sean Fay once again. David Alvarez in his 7-Eleven scheme, he had one similar to that for the main NASCAR Series race, if you recall yesterday.
And there, speak of interestingly, there's the big stupid, as we like to call him. There's Jonathan Fitzwater just entered in the building.
Oh, so we got a new driver on the 05, Jonathan Fitzwater, and he should be coming up onto the track at any moment now. We see a good battle here between Sean Fay and the 4, and Casino is into the wall, coming off of turn 3, I believe?
I think that's turn 3 and 4.
Turn 3 and 4, yeah. Looked like it was. RJ Cherry is spun out on the infield. Now he goes back to the pits. Doing another attempt. Zach Stecker in the 56 there. And the, what looks like snap-on tools? Safety clean, never mind. So, safety clean, number 56. David Alvarez, his team owner, in the 68. There's 2 teammates there. Rob Evans in the number 8, who was not here last week, but that truck was out for Watkins Glen. Johnny Gardner was racing for him that weekend. And now he is back in his ride in the number 8 Fitzgerald Silverado.
Yeah, the Fitzgerald Glider Kits Chevy, the Kozlowski look-alike, I think. Yeah, the Kozlowski Blaney.
Yeah, for the Xfinity series.
Yeah, and Kozlowski even drove that scheme at Talladega and at Richmond last year in the series. So.
Yeah, and a couple of times this season, I think, too.
I think so, but don't quote me.
But anyway, that's a very nice looking paint scheme. Along with Travis Rowland's paint scheme. Being driven by Sean Fay, like we said earlier. It kind of looks like the Sealand flag almost, if anybody knows what that is. sponsor Milwaukee and Jags.
Got a little loose there. Two.
And also Rob Evans will be the in-race reporter again. In the NASCAR Classic Cup Series race, we weren't able to hear him very well, but hopefully this time it's a little bit easier, but no guarantees. But we do hope so. RJ Cherry in the number 23 Lowe's Silverado. That's a very nice looking paint scheme. A la Jimmy Johnson. 23 right there.
Jimmy Johnson. Boom. Confetti. Oops.
Yeah, right up into the wall. So right now, it is Juan Casito in the Ford with a 14.843. And right behind him is Zach Stecker in the 56 with a 15.001. Just so close to a 14-second run. David Alvarez close behind him. And then Rob Evans in 4th place. And that is a very close margin between the second and 4th positions. And not too far back is Sean Fay in the 5th position. So it might be a pretty close battle here for this event.
I would say you would be correct there, Jimmy. Because
I don't know how this happened, but RG just flipped over on the back stretch.
I think I know how that happened there, Jimmy. I think he caught the safer barrier and he launched his truck completely up in the air and over.
Yeah, it looked like that his right front tire just ran over the wall. You don't usually see that happen here, though.
Well, the last time it happened here in actual real life was in 2010 on the French straightaway with Justin Allgaier and Casey Kane. I don't know who. Yeah, it was a 3-wide battle gone wrong. And Casey Kane.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Casey Kane in the 38 and Justin Allgaier in the 12 ran him up there. Yeah. I've just never seen it happen to just a single car, though. And also, there's Jonathan Fitzwater in the 05 tripwire. Does that say Shelby? Yes, it does. I guess that's a Ford, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting. I thought Shelbys were Mustangs, but
it looks like it too. It looks like a Shelby Mustang template.
Could be. On a truck body. That's pretty interesting.
Yep. And I will say this now, once the conclusion of qualifying is over, Sean Fay and I will be switching places again like we did in Classic Cup, so just an FYI there.
Yep, Sean Bott will be coming up here to give us the invocation and the national anthem, and then once that's done, we'll get on into the race, which will be during happy hour. Qualifying we'll do before all that, and then practice, what you're seeing right now. We still have Johnny up here in the booth, and so far it's been a pretty calm event. Nobody's really like wrecking out anybody or anything. There has been people up into the wall and stuff, but it doesn't seem like anybody's like trying to intentionally wreck out anybody. And then right when I say that RJ tries to kill Rob at the end of the pit wall, and I think Rob hit the inside wall. I think Rob ran into the water barrels. Yes, he did. He ran into them at about 40 miles per hour. Good job.
He had one job and he blew it.
He's back out on track. David Alvarez, 68, has a little bit of right side damage, but that's not too unusual for these guys. I guess that's going to be one thing we have to look out for, is these guys coming off of these turns, running up into the walls. It seems to be happening mainly off of 2, from what we've seen so far. So that would be definitely something to look out for. Kurt Scott in the 15, running in the 7th position right now. And then we have RJ Cherry running behind him in the last place with a 15.519, which is only about roughly a second behind the leader. So it's actually not that bad.
No.
I think one of the concerns is with that close of a margin between 2nd and 5th is that we might see some contact, some unnecessary contact between 2 drivers. Unintentional contact, I should say.
Ooh!
68 slammed into the wall. I'm telling you, it seems like turn 2 is just jumping out in front of everybody.
Calamity Corner, perhaps?
Well, I mean, that would be if like they were running into the inside wall and they shot back out in front of everybody. A la Darrell Waltrip in the Pepsi 400.
Uh-oh, we got a problem.
What would that be?
I was just referencing the call that Bob Jenkins did at Daytona 1991 with DW's flip.
Darrell Waltrip tumbling down the backstretch. I like how they're like really casual about it. Just like, yep, this is happening. Alright, so we got about 7 minutes of practice left, and we should be on time for 8 o'clock. And I'm gonna be stepping away here for just a second. I'll be right back. Johnny, if you want to say anything to the audience while I'm gone, you can go ahead and do so.
Chinese food is ready. Anyway, yeah. Since Jimmy's away from his little control booth, I will have to try to fill out some of the dead air, but I have nothing on mine. Whoops. Whoa, okay, there was a little bit of contact between Kurt Scott and Fitzwater there on the front straightaway. Okay, a little bit too aggressive.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasters need to eat too. So that short little break was just me getting my food, and you know, that's just pretty much my fuel for this race. Wow! Wow, Kurt is in the fence. Kurt is in the fence, ladies and gentlemen. He I think he just killed about four spectators there with debris.
I'd like to say this: ball game over, home run.
That's a grand slam.
We got a wild Kurt Scott up into the catch fence, folks.
Let's look at this again. So, it looks like the 4 got loose underneath the 15, and then the 23... Oh, he got up on his side. RJ bounced off the fence as well. Wow.
Crazy, crazy, I'll tell you that.
And Kurt Scott is still in the fence. He has not gotten out.
Now he got out.
Zach Secker in the 56. Comes across the line to complete his 51st lap. Oh, wow. Rob Evans.
Uh-oh.
Rob Evans on his side there. That was incredible. And he's still going. I mean, gotta give him that. And the thing is that getting a little bit of damage here doesn't really affect you all that much, unless it like hurts your handling like it does there. But if you like scrape the wall, it's not really going to slow you down much, because your top speed is about 120 miles per hour, and you're already slowing down like everybody else. So it's not necessarily a terrible loss. But now Rob Evans and Kurt Scott fighting it out. Jonathan Fitzwater coming back out onto the track. Sean Fay there in the 0-0.
Yeah. And it looks like we got about 2 minutes to go to qualify. No, less than just about there, right?
Huh?
Well, we're just about there for qualifying. Am I right?
Yep, we're just 2 minutes and 14 seconds away. Right now, it is still Juan Casito up on the on top of the board. We'll see if he can do that well in qualifying, and we'll see how he does during the race.
You know, earlier Rob brought it down to a 14.8 earlier, and he's still getting adjusted to everything.
Yeah, we had to restart the server just a bit, but everything, it should be in order now. I was looking everywhere for my phone because I needed to look down at the RNR sheet, and I was like looking around everywhere, and then I finally found it. It was right in front of me.
Oops.
And RJ just ran into the water barrels. It seems like that's like a favorite activity amongst these drivers. And we got a 3-car battle up here. Oh, and Sean just wrecked out the number 8. Over once again, Rob Evans.
Semper's player, they know they have lost. What a bitter defeat. Oops.
Well, now they know how their trucks are handling, so they're pretty much just going all wild now. It doesn't really matter. Oh, and Fitzwater spins out on the backstretch.
Yeah.
Sean Fay catching up to the 15 as he goes down into turn 1, I believe. Never mind, that was turn 3. Now he goes into turn 1. Good clean pass from Sean Fay. We don't usually see good clean passes here. Or anywhere for that matter.
Yeah, it's a lot of bumping and banging here, for sure. And time for Q.
Well, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, like always, top left of the screen, you'll see the leaderboard, and you'll be able to see them make their times in real time. And this will actually be a pretty short qualifying session. This is the first short track of the season in the Keystone Light Supertruck Series, and they only take about 15 seconds around this track. So,
Unless if you're the 4. Oops.
we might not even see many people qualify, since it is such a short track. Rob Evans on top of the leaderboard right now with a 15.080. That's a really good time, actually.
That's fast. My goodness.
Only 3 drivers have actually gone out. Okay, 4 now. Zach Secker seems to have a really good setup for this track. He's not had the best luck for the past couple of races, but now it seems like he's getting his act together with now here at Bristol.
And Rob picked it up to a 15.025. Ooh.
That just might be your pole sitter, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it will be. So Rob Evans gets the pole here. Unless somebody goes out now. Which, I mean, they have plenty of time.
Yeah, they have plenty of time to. That's the thing.
Oh! Juan Castillo takes it back. And I think that's the same. I think that's the same time that he had in practice. 14.843. All of a sudden takes it back. Wow.
Ouch.
That's pretty brutal for Rob. I bet he thought he had that in the bag, and then all of a sudden, Juan comes out
Jimmy,
here.
I think we spoke too soon.
I was not expecting that, honestly.
I told you. I said him before the 4 lays on a blister. I'm like, oops.
Alright, Juan Castillo. Looks like he'll be your pole sitter for today.
Alright, I'm going to switch places. Sean's already up here, so.
Alrighty. We got 30 seconds until qualifying is over. We'll be moving into happy hour here just soon. Remember, next week is the start of week, I believe, 6 of Rubbin and Racing Motorsports. Yes, week 6 with the NASCAR Classic Cup Series at Dover for the Autism Speaks 200. Then after that, it will be the main NASCAR Series going to Michigan Speedway for the Pure Michigan 140. And then we'll be going into the Supreme All Dirt Slugfest with the Iowa 135 at Knoxville. And then finally, to round out that weekend, we will be going to Texas Motor Speedway for the Rattlesnake 400 in the Keystone Light Supertruck Series. It's now time for the invocation and the national anthem. Let's go trackside for the invocation.
And now, for the invocation.
Let's pray. Gracious God and Heavenly Father, we are so blessed to live in the greatest nation on the face of this earth. And the freedoms that we enjoy here are because of the men and women, both at home and abroad, in uniform, that are protecting them. We ask your hand of protection and your blessings upon them, as well as their families. For the drivers and the teams, the officials today, watch over them and keep them safe. And for all these fans, may today be a day full of great memories. Father, may your peace and your presence be with us all. It's in Christ's name I pray. Amen.
And now, for the singing of our nation's national anthem.
So proudly we live at the twilight with bright and bright star through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we ride were so gallant.
And there you have it, the invocation and the national anthem. It sounded a little quiet, but I'm not sure exactly what that was all about. But hopefully it gets fixed here in a moment. Sean, if you're up in the booth, if you want, we can do a little driver interview about the track and everything, if you're fine with that.
I guess it could work out there, Jimmy.
Well, Sean, you've been practicing out here for about an hour. How's the track feeling?
I'd say it's about 50-50. I think I got a pretty tight setup. It seems to be fitting nice and snug for me, but it's not necessarily going up to par as far as the times, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you gotta put it up on as far as we can go up to the top. But the second row start, I mean, can't really complain with that for Travis.
Well, it seems like that. It seems that everybody's pretty much around the same area, around from the first place down to like 6th place. Seems like everybody's times are pretty tight, packed together. So I guess we can suspect a pretty tight race all around.
I would expect so, Jimmy, and hopefully we can be able to keep it clean, especially for 200 laps here at Bristol. So hopefully everybody can keep it clean, and we'll hopefully get racing pretty soon. We'll be good.
Awesome, sounds good. Good luck out there, Sean, and hopefully you bring it home for a good finish.
Alrighty, thanks, Jimmy.
So we got 20 seconds remaining here in happy hour, and once happy hour is over, we will be switching over into the race, and hopefully it will be a very good one in that. Johnny Gardner should be joining us up here in just a moment. And so,
there's a confetti cannon when I need it.
And there he is. Johnny Gardner is back up here in the booth. He usually does the what is it? The drivers meeting. Yeah, that's what it is. Down there. So he was doing that while Sean did the invocation national anthem. Like we said, we did have a little bit of technical difficulties with that, but hopefully everything will be sorted out for when we get the second most famous words in motorsports. But until then, we are just about to get ready here, and once we get the race booted up here, and now we're in, we're going to try to get Rob up here to get an interview with him. We got an interview with Sean, and now we're going to see if we can get Rob up here, if possible. But before then, we got the here's the race setup. We got weather clear, 62 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 2 miles per hour. Not a very strong breeze at all. And looking here at the qualifying, Juan Casito and the number 4 will be your pole sitter, along with Rob Evans, Zach Stecker, Sean Fay, Kurt Scott, and then you can see here back here in the field who else will be leading. And we're good. But once we get the command to fire up the engines, we'll see if we can get Rob up here in the booth and see if we can get a little insight with him. And we're just about to get that underway, and so now it's time for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
So they've been fired up. Juan Casito will lead them down. Let's see if we can get Rob up here.
Rob's already up here. Let me dial him up here. Rob Evans, this is Johnny Gardner up in the booth. You got a copy there, big boy?
Yep, loud and clear.
All right, you're starting on the outside. You got to be careful up there. Well, there's not much grip, but you got to be smart. Base truck's about ready to ducking off, so you better have fun up there.
Yep. No promises, but that Ford.
Bring that thing in one piece.
We're gonna get ready to roll it off. Let's go racing, boys!
Coming around to complete lap 1, the 4, Juan Casito up in the front, still. And we have Johnny Gardner, Rob Evans in 2nd place, sorry about that. Sean Fay in 3rd place. David Alvarez has moved up to 4th place. Zach Stecker back in 5th. Kurt Scott 6th. Jonathan Fitzwater 7th. And RG Cherry all the way back in 8th. It's still a pretty tight race so far. The pack is starting to fan out here as the 4 extends his lead. Gets a little loose there coming off of 4, but gathers it back up into lap 4. And I know we were a little bit tight-knit with that interview there with Rob Evans, but
that's what happens when Bristol's a short track.
I mean, we knew it was going to be pretty close there, but I didn't know it was going to end literally in 5 seconds. But looks like he's holding his own right now. He's up in second place, and he's making pretty consistent laps. Look like we're about to get a battle for third place here. Sean Fay getting his door knocked on by the 68, David Alvarez.
Yeah, so with the quote, one of my favorite Little Richard songs, keep it knocking but you can't commit.
And if I recall correctly, I think that's his David Alvarez's grandfather on his hood there.
Yeah,
And this is a little tribute card to him. David Alvarez looks down to the inside of Sean Fay, but Sean holds his own there, keeps third place.
I thought I'm kind of surprised because, like I went over in driver's meeting, that the restart commitment lap here is lap 5. 38 laps in, and they kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, it looked like that they were a little antsy there on the start, but it seems like once they got everybody spaced out, it's actually been pretty clean so far. And Juan just keeps on extending his lead. He's about 1.5 seconds over the number 8 Rob Evans, and actually it's pretty even between those two. Looks like there's some right side damage on that number 8 Silverado, but seems to be running good so far. And another one of the drivers that we interviewed today, Sean Fay, back in third place, still hanging strong there. The 68 is keeping his distance. I don't think that he's like trying to go for any sort of pass. It's like we've seen earlier, that just waiting for the opportunity. If a driver makes a mistake, just capitalize on it and just overtake. Oh, he bounces off the wall just a bit coming off of turn 2, but he gathers it back up. Nothing really lost there.
Got a report that the controller on the 20... Well, apparently according to RJ, he said that his controller died before he managed to die.
And he has retired. So Juan, like we said earlier, is extending his lead. He is now 2 seconds ahead of Rob Evans. 3-car battle for third place right now. Zach Stecker in the 56 started out in the the third position, falling back to 5th, looking to regain his positions and try to battle them. He's there with his car owner. David Alvarez looks down to the inside of him, not able to make a pass though.
Not very much. Ooh.
Oh, he bounced off the wall just a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it affected him too much. You can see the damage on the right side. It seems like that a lot of these guys have damage on the right side. We've seen Rob have some. Now Zach. Looks like Alvarez is trying to make a move on the outside. He just moved up the. He just opened the door for the 56 down underneath. We'll see if he can make a run. David's running a pretty good line there. 56 got really high off that corner. It seems like his setup's a little tight.
Retired, and a report on that, he's like, gotta go. His mom's angry. Oops.
Oh man, Kurt Scott.
That's terrible.
Something happening with his mom or something, but we'll ignore that for now. Zach Stecker moves down, tries to look. Oh, he might actually have a little bit of an advantage here coming off the corner. Not enough. Four seconds ahead.
Wow.
The number 8. That lead is extending pretty far. And all the while, the battle for third continues. Jonathan Fitzwater back here in the 6th position, which is now last place. For the cars who are still on the track. The action is up here for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot.
Oh boy, looks like Juan's not very far from coming up to the 05 and start putting the driver's lap down.
Looking on board. Can't really see the 05 up in front of him. Now we do. Going right into 3 as he comes out of 2. I like how respectable these drivers are. They're keeping their paces, but they're also being aggressive at the same time. Ooh, the 68 gets up into the wall. David Alvarez up into the outside wall. That's definitely going to slow him down. I don't know if it's going to affect this truck too much, but yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty significant. Nah, doesn't look significant, but still. Here comes,
doesn't look too bad, but we don't know exactly what's going on underneath the hood. Might have broken something underneath, but hopefully everything is fine with him. As now the battle for 3rd continues. Now it's a 2-truck battle between Sean Fay and Zach Stecker. Remember, Sean Fay is subbing in for Travis Rowland, so if he, whatever positions that he gets, the points will not go to him, but it will go to Travis. And they are on the same team. That is the car owner there, driving one of his party's trucks. Wow, I can English today. It's been one of those days.
Those Sundays?
Yeah, really. And now we got a battle for the 5th position between David Alvarez and Jonathan Fitzwater. And Casito is making his way up there. He is just about he's about 2 or 3 seconds behind them.
Down a little bit.
Fitzwater with a great run off that corner, off of 4. Looks like he's not as good through the entry, but he's good on exit. You see there. He brakes early going up into the turn, and then when he comes out, he's got enough momentum to carry out. At least that time it looked like it was a bit even. Zach is getting really high coming off the corners, and it's must be pretty scary for him because he's getting really close to that wall. And it's especially out of turn 2. And we've said before that turn 2 is one of the more treacherous corners to make. Ooh. Scraped the wall just a little bit there, but he keeps on going. Oh, I saw that.
Wow.
Rob Evans. Rob Evans got up into the wall there coming off a 2. I think Sean also nipped the wall there as well. Yes, he did. So I don't think there's a single truck out here who hasn't gotten some form of damage. Almost side by side coming off the turn 2 there, David Alvarez and Jonathan Fitzwater still battling for the 5th position right now. They go on board with David Alvarez, you're looking for the back. Seeing Jonathan Fitzwater there. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but the lead over the number 8, Rob Evans, is starting to dwindle just a bit, or at least it did earlier. Looking from the sides, it doesn't look like he made any contact with anything. Maybe just something happened. I don't know. And looks like Fitzwater has overtaken the 68 David Alvarez for 5th position. Maybe some incident happened there between them. Zach Stecker's still trying to get underneath the 00 here. And he's going to be able to do it coming down the front stretch. Will he be able to make it sticky? Hit the apron just a bit. Will he make it? Nope, can't do it.
Nope.
Whoa, he spins out! Oh, and into the inside wall. And the caution waves.
First caution of the day on lap 41, surprisingly. Wow.
Well, I saw him hit the apron, and I knew it wasn't going to be good from that point on. There you see, it doesn't look like he has too much damage, but this is good for all those guys who've been running up into the wall a lot of this race. So, good for those guys to get some repairs, get some new tires as well. Let's look back at what happened here.
But it looked like to me, it looked like he was trying to, that Zach was trying to pass.
He's trying to pass Sean here, going through the front stretch.
Yeah, and the apron got him.
And you're gonna see here, he's side by side with him. Yeah, and he gets on the apron, and that truck just keeps on sliding. He's able to catch it here, but he's going to nip the apron again, and he's gonna get real tight. Well, I mean, he slides up the racetrack and just can't hold on to it. Just spins right down into the inside wall, and it doesn't look like that he hit the wall too hard. So I think that's pretty easily repairable.
That's repairable. Oh no! Rob Evans.
Wow, Rob Evans just completely overshot his pit by like 5 miles, but man.
Wow. Oh, he's having more problems.
I don't know what in the world is going on there.
Oh, he's just gonna say, "Fuck it, let's go." Oops.
I don't know what happened there. I think maybe he just didn't know where his pit was, because there's some pit stalls there that just don't have any cards on them. Yeah. Maybe that just wasn't his.
We don't know. You want me to pull him up and see what happened?
If you want to.
Yo, Rob, this is Gardner in the booth. What happened on pit road there, brother?
Slid through the box. We're coming back down, trying to get ourselves some tires.
I figured as much. Couldn't find your pit box there, bro? Or did you find it?
Nope, I found it. It's just I slid through the box. I got on the brakes and just slid through because the tires are so bad. We're going to take a little bit more cautious this time so we can actually get through the box there.
Alright, 10-4, but man, you were catching the 4 though for a little bit, but hey.
Looked like the leader self-spawn or something, but...
No, the 56, what happened was the 56 spun around trying to pass Sean, and that's what happened there, bud.
But it seems like you're having a pretty good race so far. You've been in second for the beginning of this race. Do you think that you can hold it there if you can get back? Hello?
Nope.
Well, alright, Rob, thanks for the insight. Hopefully everything goes right for you, buddy.
Yep.
We'll check in with you later. Oh man, that's a really tough break.
Yeah, the race just restarted.
Whoa!
And that means that Sean Fay and Zach Stecker have gone a lap down. Surprisingly, the number 8 hasn't. Up now he has. So now we have 3 cars that are left on the lead lap right now. And Jonathan Fitzwater got the best deal out of that. He's been back in the last place for a good while now. And now he's up to 2nd place. He's got David Alvarez trailing behind him. The 00 gets his lap back. So now he is back in 2nd place. I was wondering why that was happening, but I guess maybe that was a lucky dog position there. But Casito continues to lead this race, and he's doing a very good job at it.
Must have a really good long run setup or something.
It seems like it's working out for him. I mean, he's been the best one so far. We are 1/4 away from the end of this race. Well, we are 1/4 through this race, I should say. And so far, he's been the best one. He seems a little loose, though, and a loose setup means a fast setup, but that also means one that can break around you pretty easily. But it seems like he has pretty good truck control right now, hanging on pretty tight. Oh, and he spun out right as I said that! Nips the wall just a bit, and everybody makes it by clean. Oh, wait a minute. I think Zach Stecker got him right there. We pulled away just a bit.
Let's take a look there. I think he got the wall. Let me just take a look here. Oh.
So we see here.
He missed him, but he just skimmed him. But
he hit that wall pretty hard though. That's gonna be a tough pill to swallow.
Oof, that's a hard hit. And that puts the 8. Oh, and hey, you know who makes this happy?
Oh yeah, this is definitely good for Rob Evans. He will be getting the lucky dog here if he stays out.
Yeah.
The 56
wow.
Zach Stecker, that's definitely not what he wanted to see today. Already had the bad luck with spinning out on lap 41, and now he's hitting the wall. But, I don't know, it doesn't look like it affected him too much. He's not going into the pits, so... But Sean Fay now back out into the front. What? What happened?
A little bump in between the 56 and the 8. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe tempers are flaring. Who knows? Anything can happen under the lights here at Bristol. Sean Fay out in front. Jonathan Fitzwater is now up to second place. That is going to be very good for him. He has some right side damage. I don't know if that will affect him or not. Zach Stecker is now going down pit road, as you can see up there in the top of your screen. But yes, it is the 00 Sean Fay out in front. Once again, he is subbing for Travis Rowland. So if he does win this race, the winning earnings will go to Travis, which I don't think is a very big problem for Sean, anyways. Just wants to just wants to get his driver points. David Alvarez up to third place. He was fighting for third place for a good while there in the early running. And now he's up there. Scoreboard's glitching out just a bit with the 56 Zach Stecker. Not sure why it's putting him in 5th place 40 seconds behind. That's just physically impossible here, but... Oh, there we go. And somehow... Okay, never mind. He is there, and I think that Rob Evans will be getting the lucky dog here as we get set to restart.
Yeah, scoreboard! Scoreboard spazzing out!
Seems like the scoreboard always lies somehow.
Yeah, that's scoreboard. I'll tell you. Whoever's reading the scoreboard is possibly a little, a little tweaked upstairs.
Well, I mean, it is a night race. I mean, anything can happen under the lights, like I said. And usually this is this is usually party time around this time of night. Oh, wow. Wow, Fitzwater makes a good run on the outside. Let's see if he can make it stick, and he does! Oh, and Rob Evans slams into the back of the wall there, no problem. And Fitzwater stays out in front, but Sean fights back on the inside. Here comes David Alvarez up there. It's a three truck battle for the lead. Coming off of turn 2. And the scoreboard is drunk once again. Why is Rob shown in the lead? That is,
well,
very suspicious. And somehow the 56 is 3 laps down. I don't know if that's a scoreboard issue or not. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore it, and I'm just going to say that Fitzwater is out in front right now.
Ignore it too. Yeah, because I think what happened is somehow we had there we go. Now it's actually catching back up. There we go. I think
that he was just back there, and they just got... Oh, wow! Wow, Rob slammed the wall there. I don't know. Oh, and the 4 is around! Along with the 68 of David Alvarez, and I think that will bring the caution out. Yes, it will. Something happened with the 4 of Casito, and Alvarez got into it. Let's take a look back. I think Alvarez got involved. Oh. Okay, let's see here. He's underneath. He's going underneath Sean here. Going to make a pass. Going into turn 1. And... he seems to have a really loose setup, and it just bit him there underneath somebody. And Alvarez does get a good piece of it on both sides. And Casito is going to tail slap the wall. And so there we go, another another caution, the third caution of the day, and Fitzwater stays out currently. He might go in just in a little bit. But Fitzwater now takes over the lead. And this is pretty good news for Zach Stecker. He'll be getting his one of his 2 laps back. This caution.
Yeah, I think somebody up in the leaderboard tower decided to go to last call before we got the scoreboard figured out.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what was going on with that. Seems like that usually happens at short tracks, though. Oh, just like that. Oh my goodness. Wait, never mind. He's over there. Okay. I was like, man, the 56 is in front of him. Why? And then I realized he's 2 laps down.
Yeah, that was probably one of the weirdest WTF moments I've ever seen up here in the booth.
And this is only your second time, but it gets a lot weirder if you're up here more than twice. We've seen fire, we've seen rain, but my goodness, the leaderboard.
I do not want to see another truck up in the fence like we saw when I was up here in... no, this is actually my 3rd time up here, remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I was up here for Auto Club, remember when you were...
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I wasn't there. Sean was the main broadcaster for that race.
Yeah, that's when I saw Zach Stecker get up in the catchments there.
Yeah, I remember watching that replay. That was very interesting. That was in the truck race, so we could actually see another event like that happen. So they're going to be single file for this restart. Lights are out on the pace truck as we get set for another restart here. Has a very sharp angle turn there. But Fitzwater is on in front, leading the 4. Green flag is back out. Oh, the 56 hit the wall. It's not a very good start for Zach Stecker at all. But Jonathan Fitzwater in the 05 extends his lead. Oh, but not for long. Here comes Sean Fay underneath the 4. Whoa, he got loose. Hangs on to it.
Loose, and oh. Either my internet.
I think somebody hit the wall there. I couldn't tell who.
Yeah.
But Sean Fay back out into the 2nd position now, looking for the lead here. He's got better tires and everything than the 05 right now, so he might be able to catch him here in these coming laps. It seems like a lot of drivers are opting to dip down right in the right as they come off the turn. You see them go all the way up the track and then dip right back down to get that good exit. But Fitzwater's doing pretty good keeping his lead up here. He's actually extending it just a bit. The 4 of Juan Casito is coming right behind Sean Fay there. The 8 just bounced off the wall again. Nothing surprising there.
Case Ross arrived.
Oh, he's got to run. Couldn't do it. Oh, Sean ran up the high side, and now couldn't capitalize there. But he now has the 68 right behind him, David Alvarez. Cito looks down to the inside, can't do it. The 68 into the outside wall. Oh, and Sean is into the outside wall as well. Here comes Rob Evans underneath. Takes over 2 positions in 1 lap.
2 for the price of 1. Wow.
Oh, but coming over for the crossover move, couldn't do it. And the number 8, Rob Evans, is through to 3rd place. Casito back in 2nd place now. They're going to go side by side. Whoa! That was almost bad. David Alvarez almost got into the 0-0 there.
Driving to the wall again. No surprise.
He's getting really close to that back bumper. I'd say watch it there because it could get very ugly here. Here comes the 56. Zach Stecker coming to spoil the party. A lap down. Side by side. for fourth place, and they're still side by side. That was very close at the line as well. And Sean is into the outside wall, and that means that David Alvarez will be through to fourth place.
There goes Juan to the lead again. No contest.
Oh, there he goes. Yep. We missed the pass for the lead there, but
Look who's coming though.
Rob Evans in the number 8. In third place, coming up on the second place, Jonathan Fitzwater in the 05. He's hanging very steady. Sean Fay is... Oh, and Sean Fay gets turned around by the 56, but they both save it. I don't think a caution will come out for that.
Caution.
The caution will not come out for that. Rob Evans hits the wall trying to trail the second place Jonathan Fitzwater in the 05. Oh, the 05 got a little loose there coming off of 4.
Let's allow Rob to close the deal here on 4.
Rob is... Oh, and he spins out! And Rob gets collected as well! 2 cars into the one, flipping over on the backstretch here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Oh my.
Jonathan Fitzwater and Rob Evans tangled up on the back straightaway. And so that will definitely be a caution.
That is, and oh my, it looked like, yeah, Fitzwater, yeah, looking back at it, looks like the back end of Fitzwater's truck got around on him, and then, oh my, they both clipped the safer barrier.
Let's look from high above. Fitzwater is, it looks like he had that loose setup as well, and he just lost it going into the corner. Coming out, and then Rob just had nowhere to go. And he just nosed right up into the wall, drove underneath the 05, and then his tire caught the safer barrier, and they both just flipped over. Look at David Alvarez. Miss it by just that much.
Wow.
And what a bitter defeat for Fitzwater, doing so well today. And he will be retiring. The number 8 of Rob Evans is going to continue, but with a battered up truck, don't know how easy it will be.
It doesn't sound good from up here.
Sean Fay down pit road as well, as along with the 68, David Alvarez. He and Casito come off first from the pits. Zach Stecker will get his lap back this time. So Zach Stecker will be back on the lead lap here. The number 8 is still in the pits trying to get some repairs. Looks like his truck will be able to continue on, but I doubt it will be in contention to win today.
Sorry. Just to be safe, because doesn't sound pretty good.
He says it's pretty bad, but it might be salvageable. But really, all he's going to do is just ride around here. He's not really going to be contending for any positions, I don't think. So a very tough break for Rob Evans there, and Jonathan Fitzwater, who has retired. So now that brings it down to 5 cars, 4 cars technically in contention, as Rob goes a lap down. Zach Stecker should be moving to the back of the field now. But he stays up there. And there's the number 8. Back out onto the racetrack. We'll see how his car performs. Truck performs. So it'll be the 4 of Casito who will lead them back. Here they come. Anticipate the restart. Green flag. And the 56 is 1 lap down once again. Oh, wow. Almost caught the 00 there coming up the racetrack. Able to hang on, though.
Oh, Rob's what a save for Rob. Wow.
Yeah, Rob's car seems like it's a little too tight for him. That is to be expected. It's not expected to really be a great driving truck right now after that gnarly flip. For Casito, stays out in front.
Well, he just ran a 15.5, and the leader ran a 15.2, so he's not very far off the pace.
Well, I don't know if he'll be able to catch up to the 56 in time, and he is a lap down, so. Sean Fay, back in 3rd place. Gonna try to see if he can chase down David Alvarez in the 2nd position. And Juan is has wrecked out about 2 times now, but hopefully he'll be able to keep his truck out of harm's way for the remainder.
Keeping it, you know.
Keeping it top notch. Rob Evans is actually caught up to the 56 here. And the 56 is now on the lead lap like he should. And so Rob is now on a quest to get his lap back. So he'll be able to continue. He's able to chase down the 56, so he might still have some juice left in him.
He might.
Casito continues to extend his lead in the number 4. What a good run he's had so far. He's been in a couple of KLSS races so far this season, I believe. As we look at the Keystone Light. Yes, he has. He has been in the what would it be? He was in the unrestricted showdown, and he was also in race 2, which I believe, yes, is the Auto Club race. He's been in 2 races so far, 1 non-points race, so a win today would actually be very beneficial for him. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach halfway here, and actually we are at halfway, you are watching the NRA night race here at Bristol Motor Speedway under the lights. And this will be the end of week 5 of Rubbin and Racin Motorsports. And week 6 begins with the NASCAR Classic Cup Series. Autism Speaks 200 at Dover, so be sure to check that out.
Interestingly enough, that's actually that track's not very far from me either, so wow. Okay, cool.
Dover's a very interesting track as well. It's pretty much a giant Bristol.
It is.
Giant Bristol with banked, with really high banked straightaways. Banked high relatively.
Isn't it Dover banked at 24 degrees if I remember correctly?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's either 24 or 26. I don't remember exactly which.
Okay.
If you look here, Zach Stecker is actually caught up to the 00 of Sean Fay. So he's looking to maybe take a position back here. Take full advantage of his lucky dog. David Alvarez, number 68, still in 2nd place, and all the while, Juan keeps his lead in the number 4. Bounces off the wall a couple of times, but still hanging tough. I'm going to step away here for a moment. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, you'll talk about whatever you want.
Fill the dead air, sure. Yeah, anyway, Juan Castillo continues to dominate this race. He has almost a 5. Yeah, just oh, yeah, let me see here. Let me up a little update for me. Yep, now finally up to a 5-second lead. My goodness.
Sorry about the break there.
Yeah, we'll break it down here.
Sean Fay is getting chased down by Zach Stecker here in the 56. He is pretty much there. So now it's his job to get up closer and make a pass. We are getting down to the wire here in this race. Hopefully everybody out there at Twitch has been enjoying watching this race. As you see the cars battle it out here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh, David Alvarez got a little sideways there going through turns 3 and 4. And that allowed the Ford to pull away just a little bit more. And here we go. The battle for third place. Sean Fay and Zach Stecker. We'll see how this pans out. It's a good run off of that corner. It bounces off the wall just a little bit, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. It really seems like nobody's actually using the brakes that much. They're just letting off. Oh, that was a hard hit for Zach Stecker, but still keeps trucking. Quite literally.
Yeah.
And Juan is actually caught up to the number 8 of Rob Evans. He's put him down another lap. And so that means the 56 and 00 are viable to be passed as well. A very dominant run for Juan. He's had a little bit of trouble today, but somehow is able to stay out on top. Just has the better setup out of everybody here. As we look on board, see these two up here. We'll see how they combat that as we are getting down to the wire of this race. This is actually a pretty long race for what it is, 200 laps. You'd think that 200 laps would actually be even longer, but surprisingly, for a short track, it's not terribly long.
No, it's not. It actually is pretty quick.
We might get this race done here in about the next 30 or so minutes. I almost said 30 seconds. That would definitely not be correct. And here comes Juan in the Ford. Bounces off the wall just a little bit, but he's still got the faster truck. Gonna chase them down and try to get around them. '56 pulls up out of the way. Clean pass there. Now sets his sights on the 00. Oh, the 56 tried to ride up the outside. Got up into the wall. And so now, two more drivers have gone a lap down.
David's running strong in second. Wow.
He's in position to be lapped as well. The margin just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. So we could be seeing the whole field being lapped here under green here shortly. Rob Evans, despite that big crash with the 05, Jonathan Fitzwater, is somehow hanging strong in that number 8. He is 2 laps down, but somehow is still keeping up with speed. Maybe a mile per hour shorter than most, but still hanging tough. Maybe his luck can turn around here momentarily. But it is still the 4, Juan Casito out in front. 131 laps in to this race, which means that we now have 70 laps to go. And a win here will net you 185 points. You get 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. So it looks like he will definitely get the bonus points for leading the most laps. No doubt about that. But if he wins, he'll be able to get upwards of 190 points this race. And that will definitely help him out in the standings. Right now, he has 160 points. And so that will bump him up to 250 around there. Not enough to break up with the top 5, but that will definitely be a start.
It would be.
We've seen where consistency can really pay off. No better example than Sean Fay in the main NASCAR series with 795 points. Hasn't won a race at all, but has been very consistent in the way he's ran. And so he is on top of the leaderboard in the main NASCAR series. Point standings, Kurt Scott just behind him, about 15 or so points behind. 25 probably.
Yeah.
And so the 68 is about to get lapped here. As you see on board, Montecito is now caught up with him. He gets up out of the way. Good clean pass. And now the whole field has been lapped.
Dun, dun, dun.
The domination cannot be understated. Cannot be overstated, really.
Yeah.
Montecito has definitely been the dominant truck of the day. And the battle for third still continues between Sean Fay and Zach Stecker. Hasn't really amounted to anything so far. But right now, he is still right on the back bumper, trying to make a move on the outside. I don't know how well of a strategy that is, but we'll see if it works out for him. Oh, Sean got up onto the apron there, so that's a little bit dangerous for him. The apron has caught a lot of these guys earlier today, so...
Highway to the danger zone, perhaps?
What, perhaps?
I said highway to the danger zone, perhaps?
Possibly. Highway to the garage area, possibly.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Highway to the danger... Yeah, highway to the garage area. The only way you can survive is the magical help of your pit crew. Not being, you know...
I've noticed that, I don't know if this is exactly what's going on, but Sean moves up to the wall, and it seems to be bait for the 56 to follow him and get up into the wall. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but I've seen that done a couple of times now. I just think that's kind of amusing. But the thing is that bouncing off the wall here is just not that big of an issue for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
They're able to keep pace with each other despite the damage on the right side. Oh, here he goes. Zach Stecker underneath. Can he make it stick? And Sean hit the outside wall. Drives it into turn 1. Wow. Oh, but he's still got a nose under him. Side by side. Uh-oh. Whoa! And up into the wall Sean goes. And so Sean will fall back to 4th place after that hard hit on the outside wall. Zach Stecker has completed the pass. That was probably a 40-lap battle that they had between those two. And Zach Stecker comes out on top. David Alvarez still in 2nd place there in the number 68. He won the main NASCAR Series race last night. There were talks about taking away the win because of what happened on the technically last lap of the race, last green lap of the race, but he was able to keep his win. He was docked 100 points as well as Kurt Scott in the 15. But tonight, looking to see if he could possibly get another win this weekend.
Looks like Rod's on pit road now.
Not sure if that's just him getting tires or anything. I'm pretty sure it is, though. Gets into his pit stall. I think he's a little overhang. Nope,
And
he's gone.
Oh no!
And he retires. I don't really blame him, though. He wasn't really getting much done with that number 8. And Sean Fay is about to get lapped again. This whole field might get lapped 2 times over by Juan. And he does. He is able to complete the pass on Sean. Now he's got plenty of time to catch up to the other 2. And a good day for Alvarez Motorsports. Both drivers up in the top 3. That will be the first time in any series that has happened.
Yeah.
So a very good day for them. Even though they are a lap down, they still are in the 2nd and 3rd positions.
Respectful though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, apparently Rob told me that it was an oil pressure problem.
Oh yeah. Losing oil pressure, couldn't make it to the end. Unfortunate. Juan Casito runs for Duff Team Racing with Brian Espinel, Sebastian Averill, Edwin Justice. And so this will be a good points day for them. Edwin Justice, of course, you know, in the main NASCAR series and the NASCAR Classic Cup series. This is one of their truck drivers. And he's about to, if he's able to hang on to his truck for the rest of this race, will make a pretty good payday.
Yeah, pretty good payday or a pretty good statement race here too.
Zach Stecker moves up out of the way, lets the 4 by. So now he's just 1 truck away from lapping the field 2 times over. That's something we have not seen in this Rubbin and Racing Motorsports so far in any series. Oh man, I don't like him hitting that apron like that.
Me neither. That's dangerous.
That could just land him right back where he well, not where he started. He started on the pole, so. I mean, really, if he wrecks out while he has everybody 2 laps down, would he really be losing much? Actually, the 00 is 3 laps down. I think, yep, he is down pit road right now. And Rob Evans has disconnected from the server.
Yeah, he disconnected from the server, but he's still in TeamSpeak.
So back out onto the racetrack, 4 laps down. He was in 4th place anyway, so it doesn't look like all was lost. David Alvarez, the only truck out here who hasn't gone 2 laps down or more. Double Zero is actually able to hang on, trail that 4 truck. It's hard to get used to saying car, to saying truck after you've been saying car for the last 3 races.
Yeah.
Sean laid back there a little bit. The 4 is now ready to pass to 68 here coming up in just a few laps. Very dominant run for Juan today. We haven't seen him much here for the past few weeks here. Last race that he ran in the Keystone Light Supertruck Series was Auto Club. The 00 really rocked his world there on the outside wall.
Yeah.
68 moves up out of the way. Clean pass. Moves on. And now the 00 is shown 5 laps down somehow. 68, for some reason, slowed down a lot there. Maybe he realized that the 00 just had more speed and just let him by. That might have been what happened there.
Yeah.
The 56 is pitting. Yes, he is. So we should be seeing some more guys come down pit road here shortly. And I believe they will still keep their positions. So. And the 56 will go 4 laps down now. I think 5 now.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. And so now Sean Fay is actually out in front of the 56. And now Alvarez goes down his pit box, completely misses it, but that's neither here nor there. So it looks like that Sean Fay might be second place here. Coming around. Oh no, I think David Alvarez is just going to be 4 laps down.
Yeah.
So David will be able to keep his second place position. Oh! Oh! And into the wall, the 56 Zach Stecker got blocked there by the 68.
Ouch.
I hope that didn't hurt too much. And he hits the wall again! Oh man.
Oh boy.
Made that corner pretty well, but hopefully it's all right underneath that hood. I mean, this is just incredible. The 4 has lapped so many guys underneath. He has to do a pit stop here soon, doesn't he? So all the while, second, third, and fourth are the ones to look out for. David Alvarez and the number 68. Still hanging tough in second. 4 laps down. 00 Sean Fay is 5 laps down. And the 56 of Zach Stecker is 5 laps down as well. Both in third and fourth. So unless we see a caution, if Juan has a bad pit stop, maybe this could all shake up. Oh no! The 00 is on the apron. Uh-oh, I think that might have been it.
Would that be curtains for Sean?
I don't think that's the caution, though. That is not a caution. Caution is not out. Sean is still on the apron.
And that's the caution.
Has the caution come out? Yes, it has.
It has. It's just sitting there.
Well, don't know if this is going to really change too much here. Sean is still on the apron. And now he's getting it going once again.
There he goes.
So this all happens with about 16 laps to go.
Well, this changes everything.
So let's look at what happened here. Coming off of turn 2, I believe. He's coming off here. He's getting really high. He's getting really high. Yeah, it just looks like he got tight. Turn 2's really been biting people there. And he just slides down to the inside wall. Slams pretty hard there. That's a pretty big boo-boo. On the left side, Sean Fay's 00.
Safe to say it was Calamity Corner.
So Casita goes down pit road. Good time to pit. He doesn't really lose all those laps down he put on everybody. And now the Alvarez machines are back in second and third. So this is good for them. Good points day for their team.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently it was an AFK issue with Sean.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be back and forth 6 laps down. So Juan will be in the back of the pack, but we'll see what happens here on this restart. I believe the lights are out. Yes, they are. This will be the one to go signal.
Yeah, 6 to go, right?
Yes, indeed. Around there. 7 laps to go. It'll be 6 when they come
Gotcha.
back. Pace truck is off. Here they come. Looking at Zach Stecker as they come around. Green flag. Oh, that looked like a passing under yellow. I don't know. We'll have to see if there's a black flag for it. Oh, no! Sean gets up into the wall. He's sliding back up. He's into the leader! The leader is wrecked out!
Oh, my.
Oh, he saved it! Is that the caution? Did the caution come out? Yes, it did.
Oh, my goodness. Is that...
Caution out on lap 189.
Don't you mean 190?
Oh, man, this might be interesting.
Actually, how are you on lap, like, 1... Well, remember, Sean's lap's down. The leader's on lap 196 of 200.
I guess, yeah. So it looks like we'll be restarting around, what would it be? Probably around, like, 3 to go.
I don't know.
Because it's 5 to go right now. Probably 2 to
boy.
go, actually.
It looks like Juan's pulling up alongside the 00 to show us displeasure, but I don't see any... Oh, boy.
Well, let's look at what happened. So it all started because the 00 got into the wall coming off of turn 2. And you're going to see that here. Gets into the wall and goes all the way down to the apron. Now watch. We'll go slow motion here going into 3. Comes up the racetrack. And just could not stop his truck from going all the way up there. Get up into the 4. Gets into the side of him. And somehow is able to save it. The 68 again sneaks by. Without any damage. Surprisingly, this does nothing. Juan still continues leading. And I believe we will be getting the 1 to go here. No, we don't. Lights are still on the pace truck. We might have a one lap. No, not even a one lap shootout. This is the end of the race. This is pretty much it. So the 4 of Juan Casito in his 3rd start here in the Keystone Light Supertruck Series will win the NRA night race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Well, sparks definitely did fly during this event. And what a good run for that 4 team. Another good thing about this, David Alvarez and his team, Alvarez Motorsports, with Zach Stecker, gets a 2 and 3 position. So that'll be a good points paying day for them. And Travis Rowland getting filled from Sean Fay here in the 00. Will be getting 4th place points, which would amount to around 160. Yes, 160. And there we go. Across the line, it is Juan who has won this race in the number 4 Duff Team Racing Toyota. Comes around, he's ready to do his burnouts, or at least we think he'll be doing burnouts.
We'll have to see.
Stop short of the line. Here he goes. And there it is. I forgot to turn smoke back on, so we didn't get to see the cool smoke effect there. I thought he was going to try to go backwards around the track.
Trying to do the clear push unwind lap there?
Yeah. Don't have smoke on, so it doesn't look nearly as cool, but you get the point there. You can visualize in your head the smoke. And oh, he tail slaps the wall, and there it is. So Johnny, I think we saw a pretty interesting race today, huh?
Yeah, to say the least.
Well, here's your official standings. Juan Casito wins in the number 4. Zach Stecker gets a 2nd place finish in the number 56. Pretty good luck after some bad luck in other races in this season so far. David Alvarez in the 68 comes home 3rd. Sean Fay, filling in for Travis Rowland, ends up 4th. Rob Evans, after an unfortunate crash with John Fitzwater, who is in the 05, they finished 5th and 6th. Kurt Scott finishes 7th, and RJ Cherry rounds out the field in 8th. And so that it will be the end of this broadcast. Tune in next week to the NASCAR Classic Cup Series Autism Speaks 200 at Dover. We hope you all will be there here, and we hope you enjoyed this broadcast today. I am Jimmy Powell, your main broadcaster, along here with Johnny Gardner, and this is us saying good night and farewell until next week here on the Rubbin and Racin Motorsports Network.